Violence,
really
it's in my nature. I'm a
Wait, let's
violent
stop
person.
here. You say that violence is in your nature.
Very much. My brother calls me the pregnant pit bull. I like to fight guys.
So talk to me. You just fight? You just love to fight? You fight all the time? Who do you fight?
I don't want to talk about it with someone. I don't want to sit down and have a conversation with someone. I'd rather just threaten them. I feel like I have control.
Wow.
From day one, it started off as a lie. When I found out that he had a girlfriend, I said, you either leave her, you move in with me, or I want nothing to do with you.
This is amazing to me.
So now I'm scared. I'm literally scared now for her safety, the baby's safety, and I don't.
Well, let's talk about this. You're 8.5 months pregnant.
I would never ever push violence on my son. I mean, I'm not sitting up here saying that I'm going to be violent towards my son. My son don't lie to me. My son will never, look me in the eye and say, I don't have the money to pay the bills. This is what I did with the money. This is why I came home.
So are you telling me that the only reason that you fight with your fiance is because of arguments over bills? That's not what I heard earlier.
Oh, it's about the dog.
Let me just give you a little
suggestion. I'm trying to understand this. I'm really trying.
10 months ago, when we got into it about.
And I hit you in your face?
Yeah, and back and broke my finger.
Oh,
okay, that's where the broken finger comes in. Tell me about this.
I pulled a number and a address.
He pulled an address out of his wallet and said, this is the girl's address that I have in case me and you break up. I'm moving in with her. First of all,
not a smart thing to say.
No, he was not very smart.
How did you all get to be engaged behind all of this?
After all that happened.
We broke up after that happened.
You broke up.
Right.
I found out I was pregnant. So we sat down, we talked about it. Things were fine. Then we go to a club. While I was dancing with this guy, Jerry comes downstairs, big man. Where are you going, Jerry? I'm going to handle my business. No, you're not. I'm a big girl. You know how I am. I can handle my own business. It's just one thing after another, after another, after another.
Whoa, 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 whoa. How are you going to sustain the marriage if you aren't willing to talk to him and your only solution when you have problems, because there are going to be problems even in the best of marriages. Right. There are going to be problems.
See, it's not that I'm not willing to talk. I want to talk before I start swinging. Right?
It doesn't sound like you have time to talk before you start swinging.
Or I want to walk away. That's it. Isn't it better to walk away, calm down, and then talk about it? Jerry does not want that. He'll sit me in a corner or he'll pin me there. You're not going anywhere until you talk about it. I love you. We can't do this. Jerry, just let me walk away.
But you said that you now see this as a problem because you're going to have a baby.
Right.
Let me tell you what I'm concerned about. You'll survive a broken finger.
But that's the thing. How many guys would she be with?
He is a great guy.
That
he does not hit me back.
Keep getting hit and asking her nicely to please stop. I love you. It hurts me to do that.
That would be my first question.
If I hit her back,
no, I don't want you hitting her back.
Tell me the truth about anything.
If I hit you back, the whole tables would be turned.
I'm big enough to dish it out. I'm big enough to take it, and I've done told you that.
That's fine, but I'm not about that.
I've kicked guys' teeth in for my brother.
It's not about that, though, babe.
If I'm big enough to dish it out, I'm big enough to take it. And I don't want to resort to that. We need help. We both need help.
Good. Oh, that's the best thing that we said. All right, that's why I'm here.
I agree with that.
That is exactly why we're here. You need to be in counseling before you get married. Right. Now, let me tell you, you say here to me that you aren't going to be violent to your son, that your son won't lie to you. Your son is going to push your buttons too, whether you believe it or not. But I'm telling you that kids have a way of pushing buttons.
Very, very much so, and I know that.
And I want to be clear that we get you some counseling, because the last thing I want you to do is snap. And we're in a situation where we're talking about some serious
I just don't want to
abuse.
snap what I'm worried about now is snapping in front of my son.
But I'm trying to make sure that it stops at this point, because children who witness violence then have a tendency to be violent toward their spouses, toward their children. So, to be very clear, in lieu of the $350 of the claim, I am ordering that money be spent on counseling and that you immediately go into anger managed counseling before you get married. That is the way that this needs to happen. I'm pulling for you, and I'm wishing you every good fortune. If there's nothing further, we will stand adjourned.
Melissa Vega is suing her ex-boyfriend, Roberto Ramirez, for $3,175 for destroying her TV and bed in a jealous rage when he found out she was dating other men.
Damaged stuff in my apartment, and I want him to pay for it back.
Can I ask you something? What is your relationship with this angry boy?
This is my daughter's father.
It's your daughter's father. So he was
We
at
have
one
a child
point.
in common, correct.
How old is your child?
7 years old. Roberto decided to one day pick up and leave me.
Why did you leave?
Can I, Your Honor, can
Yeah.
I say? He said he left to become a man, that he was not
Wait a
a
minute.
man in my house.
I was confused about the relationship. I don't know where it was going.
Okay.
I don't know how it was gonna end.
No, Your Honor, that's false.
He wanted to leave to become a man.
To become a man. To
And
go
where
live
did
with
you
him.
go to become a man?
I went to my mother's house. That's why I couldn't say that. I couldn't say that. I don't know that
He wants to leave you to become a man, and he goes to his mother's house.
Mother's house.
You know what that makes you? A mama's boy.
I love my mother.
So he leaves, you're taking care of your daughter.
My daughter was at summer camp, dropped her off. Me and the defendant were in the house, we're talking. And then our relationship comes up. He lets me know that he would like to come back home. And during this whole time, I've continuously, for a year and a half, been telling him no, that I don't want him back home. So he's accusing me also of me being possibly with someone. Is it that I want to continue to sleep around, and that's the reason why I don't want him back?
Tell me about this sleeping around. Who was sleeping around?
Me.
You were?
I can
Okay.
have relationships.
Nothing wrong with that.
There's nothing wrong with
is there
that. I
anything-
sleep in the bed that she was sleeping around him.
What do you mean?
Meaning that she was sleeping, she was having sex in the bed, and I still sleep on the bed.
Did you sleep in her bed at some point when she
I
was
mean, I
sleeping with
already
someone
knew-
else?
I knew she was already seeing somebody. That I already knew.
Yeah, okay.
I have no problem with it.
At that point in which he told me that I still continue to want to be a slut. And when he said that, I told him, yes, well then that's what I want to do, because I don't want you to come back home. And I had a cup of soda, a glass cup of soda that I had just poured. He grabbed the cup of soda, threw it in my face. Then from there, he took the glass cup and threw it at my 51-inch flat screen.
Wait. Why?
Because she told me she was okay for being a
So what happened? So you throw something at the television and then what?
I put my whole fist in the TV, the 51-inch.
And you broke the TV.
Yes, because she told me to. She said, go ahead, because I couldn't hit her. She said, what you gonna do? You gonna hit me? She said, hit the TV.
You were very provoked by a bunch of words,
Yes.
Roberto.
She was testing me.
What else happened?
Then from there, if that wasn't enough, like he stated, he did put his fist through, he was bleeding, you would think he would stop. No. He proceeded to go into my kitchen and take a gallon of cooking oil from under my sink and throw it on the mattress.
You threw cooking oil on the mattress?
Yes.
Why?
Because it's my mattress. Well, what it was, she said that I was good for nothing. So she's sleeping comfortable on the bed that I worked hard for, that I had left there that I said I was gonna take when I was settled.
That's also a lie.
You know what that says to me? You're very insecure.
Yes,
you?
very insecure, yes.
You know what? You need a little therapy.
Oh, we all need therapy.
Yeah. Well, are you getting any?
We all need therapy.
Are you getting any, Roberto?
Oh, nah.
You are out of control when you get mad about things. You know, anger management at least. I mean,
No, she needs anger management.
No.
She punched me in my nose and I started bleeding.
You punched him in the nose?
Say the truth now.
Yes.
Why?
Because for the year and a half that we were separated, he wants to tell me I've been sleeping around, but he has a girlfriend.
I mean, I think you are both a little crazy here.
Yes, we
I admit it.
Yes,
You
we
admit
are.
it.
Yes,
Yes.
we are.
You may, Mr. Ramirez, your defense that because you paid for it, you don't have to pay for it now, forget it. When you left her, you left the stuff there, it belongs to her. You ruined her television, her mattress, and you know what? You're gonna pay for it. You're gonna get $2,250.
Denitra Lane claims her ex-boyfriend, Shumpert Caldwell, is the father of her newborn baby, and she wants a paternity test to prove it. She also says Shumpert abused her throughout their relationship. Shumpert says he isn't the baby's dad because Denitra has slept around, and he refuses to pay child support for a baby that isn't his.
You all are in court today because obviously you all cannot agree about the paternity of this child, which is why we're here. We're going to settle it once and for all because you need to establish paternity so that you can have Mr. Caldwell pay child support.
He need to take care of first.
Is that what we're talking about?
So, cause you keep getting me locked up. That's why I ain't got no job. You know what I mean?
If you don't think that he is worthy, why are you with him?
I'm not with him yet. I just want him to take care of his kids.
Listen to the question. You had, by your own testimony, you had this man locked up for abusing you. You just told me that he was abusive. Then, as soon as he gets locked up, let's talk about this. He gets released from jail.
Come right back home. Excuse me, Your Honor.
I'm asking the question.
Yes, I'm sorry.
How long before he's back in your house?
He came the same day he got out of jail. His brother came there. Okay, they had already warned me. They released him from traffic court, so they already warned me and told me that they was releasing him. Okay, because I didn't really know exactly when he was gonna get out. So I guess they thought he was some kind of killer or something. Like they had to call me and tell me that he was being released or whatever. So his brother came there and it was a nut. His brother came there and was acting like he was looking for.
Now, the only thing I really care about is this precious child.
Yeah. My name is Tanya Curtis. I am an attorney.
All right, and you are here with the DNA evidence, is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, and you've been previously sworn?
Yes.
I'd like for you to let me know whether Mr. Caldwell is the father of this child.
Yes, Your Honor. The results were performed by the DNA Diagnostic Center, and the results indicate that Mr. Caldwell is excluded as the biological father of the named child.
Thank you. That's your daughter. Told you.
No.
You didn't even hear the evidence.
That's his daughter.
It said
excluded. Excuse me.
That's correct.
Excluded. No. Thank you. You may step down.
No.
Thank you.
No.
It means that Mr. Caldwell.
Sorry.
All right. There are a whole lot of issues here. One is this whole thing about domestic violence. Whatever's going on, you need to get some help.
Oh, see?
You don't need to be listen to me, you don't need to be putting your hands on any woman. Do you hear me?
Yes.
I expect you to get some help for that, and I expect you to get it right away.
Yeah.
Now, you've been excluded as the father of this child, but there's another child that you need to be responsible for.
Yes.
And what are you doing to support this stuff?
Actually, I'm not doing nothing right now.
Well, you need to.
He never did since I had
I
her.
am going to find a job. I'm not doing nothing right now, but the abuse, it was past tense. You know, I don't fight no more. I'd rather walk away. Right, you know.
You just choked me last week.
What? I choked you?
You need to take whatever steps you need to take to get the situation with your other daughter straightened out. Mr. Caldwell needs to be responsible for child support on that. The case is dismissed. It has been established conclusively that you're not the father of this infant child, and therefore the matter is dismissed. If there's nothing further, I am going to order specifically that you follow up with counseling about this domestic violence. That is unacceptable. You've said it's in the past tense. I want to make sure that it continues to be in the past tense.
Yes, Your
If
Honor.
nothing further, we will stand adjourned.
Thank you. Stay right there. All right.
Let me just say this. You know, you got to be careful. You haul this man into court. You say he's the father exclusive, which means that you don't even know who this child's father is.
And I sure don't. And that's sad, ain't it?
Amanda Lowry is requesting a DNA test to determine whether or not her ex-boyfriend, Patrick Fritz, is the father of her child, Brittany. She is convinced it is his baby and wants him to pay child support. Patrick initially acknowledged that the baby was his until Amanda revealed she had slept with another man. Patrick refuses to pay anything until he is positive it is his child.
So you find out you're pregnant, and do you contact him?
Right away.
And what do you say to him?
I said I have some, well, actually I had my friend tell him because I was really nervous, you know, my first kid, and so I had my best friend call and tell him, and then right afterwards she said he was crying, so she handed the phone to me. And I told him, and I said, what are we gonna do? Well, you know, I can't have a kid, you know, I'm young.
So what happened, Patrick? What was your reaction when she said that she was pregnant?
Well, I didn't know what to think at all. So I was silent for quite a while.
So did you all use any protection during this one-night stand?
No.
So there was a possibility that in fact she could be pregnant. Did you believe her?
I didn't know what to believe at first. That's why, when I did go over to her house.
So you went over to see her, and what happened?
We went to the hospital to verify that she was pregnant. And she was. And they gave her a due date and all that. And I was there until about the 8th month that she was pregnant. And I ended up getting...
There? What do you consider there, Patrick?
There for you?
No, you weren't. You lived clear across town, and you called
and
there
I was
for
over
me?
there almost every single day.
Yeah, for what, a couple weeks? I'm pregnant 10 months. A couple weeks does not cover 9 months of a period that I'm pregnant.
I was over there almost every single day for the 8 months that I was in Las Vegas.
No, Yeah, after she was born.
No, before she was born.
No,
when
you were
pregnant.
not.
All right, we disagree. Obviously, you disagree on that. What
Right.
happened?
So I got shipped to California. I was there, not by choice, for another 9 months until the baby was 8 months old. And I mean, the whole time I was there, all I was thinking about was the baby. I mean, I even got a tattoo of the baby's name while I was in California.
Thank you.
And so I ended up taking it upon myself because my parents weren't, going to let me go back to Las Vegas. I took it upon myself to go back to Las Vegas. I came back here for the baby. I came back and I moved in with her. Everything was cool for a while. Then it started getting rough. I mean, the baby got to know me, and we got really attached.
And how old is the baby?
Right now?
Right now.
She's
Do you even
a year and
know?
9 months.
No, 1 year and 8 months.
8 months. Okay.
So how old was the baby when you came back?
When I came back, the baby was 8 months old.
So you live together and things are fine at first.
Things were fine.
And then you start having some problems.
Right.
He knew that there was a possible other father.
No,
and
I didn't. You told me that after you had the baby. You told me that after you had the baby.
9 months I called you because yes,
You
at
told me
9
that
months.
after you had the
no,
baby.
9
So
months.
that's why we're really here.
Yes.
Yes.
Because I could not understand why we would even be here talking about paternity
Because
tests.
I never thought about it, and the person that I slept with lived right down the street from my best friend.
Did
There's
you
a possibility.
know that there was a possibility that someone else might be the father at the time?
She had told me over the phone. I believe I don't know how old the baby was. I don't remember exactly when she told me, but she had told me, and that's when I didn't think anything of it at first. I was like, okay, whatever. That she slept with another guy. She didn't tell me there was a possibility that it was.
No.
What did you
that's
say,
not true.
Amanda? Tell me.
I
What did you
called
say?
him. I was on 9 months because I was having my baby shower, and I wanted him to be there. And I called him because my best friend's mom, the guy that I slept with, lives right down the street. And I said, there's a possibility that there's another father. And he had no kind of reaction.
All right. Now, if this child is your child,
Right.
what responsibility are you prepared to assume?
All.
I don't want his.
Well, let's find out. Let's call in the witness, please. I want to know now if Patrick is the father of this child.
We collected a sample from Amanda and from Patrick and compared the samples to the child, Brittany. And we have found that Patrick is the father of the child. His probability of paternity is 99.9%.
So, Patrick says he's going to step up now that he knows it's his baby. He is going to do the responsible thing, and I respect that and honor, and you need to honor
I just
that.
hope that she lets me, that's all.
Well, no, it's not even about letting you. You are this child's father.
Right.
You have to step up to the plate, and you do need to give him a chance.
And I will. And I will.
And
now
you need
that
to
he
forgive
knows.
him for the past. And I know that's a hard thing to say, but you need to forgive him because that's the only way that you all are going to start down this new road.
And we're going to have to for the best of the interests of the baby.
Good.
Yes.
That's exactly what I want to hear. On that note, we'll stand adjourned. Thank you.